in this series.
All right, give Clyde some room to operate.
How about Kenny Smith? I'll give him some room to operate.
All right, now they're moving the ball ahead. They're going to try to get Clyde involved, but Clyde is smart. There's no surprise that when it comes to the big games, he's going to come out to play.
He shoots over 50% in the regular season. He has been dynamite.
All right,
Robert Horry hits one from the outside. So
now,
the Rockets hit their first two shots.
By Robert Horry starting
underneath. Jazz are a good team at getting back on transition.
Kenny
takes it to the middle for two. Kenny Smith. And he is off to a great start. He has 5 of Houston's 7.
I saw that scene. Big my bill.
You did. Called it out in a hurry.
Oh, boy, that's a nice little crossover dribble. Make Stockton play defense early. Don't let him be relaxed.
Malone takes it up, and Drexler takes it right away from him. Here's Clyde in the open court. Pulling it back outside. Robert Horry thought about a shot for a moment. Now he'll put up a 3. Robert Horry with a 3-pointer, and the Rockets have hit their first 4 shots, including
throw that ball right past their ear to somebody going to the basket.
These are two teams that are very good in the half court. Drexler on the drive, and it goes. Clyde Drexler.
Did it look familiar, Bill? That ball every time it goes inside.
Hakeem goes around Donaldson now with a jumper for 2, and Hakeem gets on the board. The Rockets have hit 6 of their first 7 shots for a sizzling.
On a pick and roll, he went around Kenny Smith and scooped it in.
Well, it's great that you don't have to call a timeout in that situation. Defense doesn't have a chance to get set, as you see. Hakeem Olajuwon take the ball to the middle. They had some injuries here on this team. Kelton Spencer went down. He didn't think he was going to play all that much, and here he is in the starting lineup.
There's a pick and roll. Chilcutt shaking loose with a 3, and Chilcutt, who was 4 of 5 in game number 1 for 12 points, hit that one. Now Jess Kearse
11 keeps the defense honest.
And Horry was one of them that started so quickly. Tried to get it into Olajuwon. Chilcutt chases it down. Skip pass to Kenny Smith, a 3.
Well, Kenny Smith is so important to this team. Actually, the outside shooting, that's something that so far.
26-20, the Rockets with the advantage, down 1 game to the Jazz. The defending world champions with Olajuwon, an unstoppable move.
Yeah, you're not going to stop that shot.
I'll tell you one thing about Houston, they have such speed in the backcourt. You put guys like Smith and Drexler. Here's Smith with a 3. Oh, he got the hot hand now, and they have not missed from 3-point land. They're 5 of 5. On Carr getting ready to come to the ball game. Mario Ellie for Houston. Here's Chilcutt from outside, a 3, and they continue to be at 1,000%. 6 of 6 behind the line. You see the time remaining. Chilcutt with a high pick and roll for Smith. They clear him for a 3, and they continue to be perfect behind the line. It's a remarkable effort. They're now 7 of 8. I'm saying 6 in a period. Drexler kicks it out to Kenny Smith. Smith with another 3. Kenny Smith has 5 threes.
And I guess the only
Smith again. Smith leaves it for Mario Ellie. Ellie, who shot very well this year. He's one of the few guys that will just set and shoot the ball and not jump shoot it.
Well, I think
Drexler with a tray.
Oh, boy, man. This is unbelievable shooting from behind the 3-point line. But if you look at most of the 3 we've seen the full court pressure by Houston, I think that tells you again that they want to keep the tempo up. They're trying to
Smith by Smith, but look what Robert Horry did. Smith thought he was fouled. It didn't matter. Should say Sam Cassell brings it out now to Ellie, and Ellie shoots it in. Now, Ellie this year, if you look at his numbers, Jack, he's really shot the ball well. 50% from the field and 84% from the free throw line. Field. 59-44. Approaching 5 minutes to go in the first half. The double on Hakeem. Cassell back to Hakeem. 7 seconds on the shot clock, and Olajuwon is able now to score 8 points for the night. He's 4 of 9. Trail by as many as 17 points in this first half.
Now, this is a big possession right here for Houston. They've got to get the crowd out of the ball game.
He shoots it over Antoine Carr. Carr did everything he could, but Hakeem went right over the top of it.
But because
Olajuwon with a beautiful spin move.
See, once again, the double team cannot come because the Rockets set the tempo early. Other people got involved.
60.
That small forward matchup has been really nice here in this ballgame.
Here's Smith again. He was quiet for a while, and he comes storming back to hit another 3.
Boy, every
first half. In it comes to Olajuwon, backing in on Donaldson. Drexler, maybe this is what you're talking about, Jack. Getting started. There's a 3, and that's 12. That ties by Chilcutt. Chilcutt kicks it out ahead to Drexler. Here's where Drexler's so good. In the open floor, he got the basket, and Donaldson fouled him. That's where he gets the nickname, the way he glides up the floor and so efficient as he took it to the hole.
Well, that's the Clyde Drexler we've all come to know and love over the course of his career. I mean, he is obviously more concentrated on offense, more concerned about getting some numbers on the board. And Houston breathing right now because he is aggressive.
17 points for Drexler, third quarter. Drexler taking Donaldson inside, kicks it out to Ori. They thought he traveled Ori with one of those slicey moves. We saw 3 of those in game 1.
Boy, oh boy. He took off from way outside the painted area and threw it down.
A 13-0 start to the second half by the Houston Rockets.
Watch where he leaves the floor.
A buzzsaw slam dunk. Got off very quickly here in the third quarter. They'll kick it out to Ori. Ori, 14 threes. They just continue to build their NBA record for threes in a game. They're 14 of 19. Problems with a sore back, but it hasn't bothered him thus far in these 2 games.
Clyde needs to take it. There's the double team.
Ori again.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Unbelievable. Incredible shooting.
Unbelievable.
15 threes. Do you ever think you'd come to a ball game and see 15?
Position. And played it very well here in this game.
Drexler trying a 3.
Boy.
That ties now the NBA record combined between 2 teams. 22 threes. Well, Malone's getting 2s, but at the other end, they're giving up 3s. There's a 2 by Hakeem Olajuwon. Olajuwon with that 45-point game. And now
come in and stay under control. But he's there for defense. He's going to match up with Drexler.
And it comes to Olajuwon. Look at that catch. Goes high into the air. Drexler, this is a 2. You know, they have 95 points, Jack, and they still have 5:30 left here in the third.
Well, that's unbelievable. Now, Jamie Watson on that.
Between the game and the shot clock. Smith looking up. Watson at 6'6". They like to use his size outside. Smith, who was 6 of 7 for 3, just hit his 7th of the night.
Well, that's the shot Jerry Sloan did not.
Utah has got to be stunned at home, getting blitzed by this shooting exhibition by the Houston Rockets. The trailer is Drexler.
Well, they are running away with it right now. They are pushing the ball, giving up 1 shot. The defense is scrambling for Houston. They're coming up
7 seconds on the shot clock. Olajuwon, another one of those little tricky moves. He's got so many of them.
He looked to the middle, saw
it's going to be worn down, having to go against his big body.
Well, the thing is here, Houston will exchange baskets with him the rest of this ball game.
You're right. And look at that shot. He got it to go, and the foul is on Carr. He shot that one almost behind the basket.
Well, you know, Anton Carr is doing just what he has to do against Olajuwon. He's not allowing him to get to the paint area to turn to the inside as he wants to do. He's pushing him back to the baseline, but, well, that's just a tough shot there as he gets hit on his arm.
I'll tell you right now, the defending world champions are not dead.
No, they're not.
They are very much alive.